Hello, magical family. Welcome back to the Witching Hour. I'm Savina. Today, let's talk superstition. Let's talk Friday the 13th. But before getting into it, don't forget to subscribe. If you've watched more than one video, come on, subscribe, hit that notification button, and if you do, thank you. Today it's Saturday, November 14th. Yesterday was the infamous Friday the 13th. Before jumping into it, it is the 14th, November 14th. It is Diwali. If you celebrate, happy Diwali. From my family to yours. I grew up with a very mixed household, an extended family, and I grew up doing a little bit of everything and kind of respecting everybody's religions and taking part and knowing what it all means, and I'm really grateful and thankful for that. Anyways, yesterday, Friday the 13th, are you superstitious? This video is very different, I want to say, but I had to talk to you about my Friday the 13th. I just wanted to share this quick story with you guys. I had to. You'll probably be seeing this on Sunday the 15th, but I just wanted to get in front of a camera as soon as I could. So, Friday the 13th, superstitions. Are you superstitious? Any of you comment down below. Maybe another fun video would be sharing some of, like, I guess, superstitions I grew up with or things I believe, don't believe. If you have anything different or you think is unique or funny, put them in the comments below. I'd love to read them and see what they are. Why not? I want to say that, like, everybody kind of holds, like, small superstitions. I want to say I am superstitious to an extent. Like, I'm one of those people who don't like to tell everybody what I'm doing or if there's something exciting happening for me, because I don't know, my whole thing is, like, I don't want anybody's negative energy to kind of interfere with what I got going on, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you have something really new, exciting, or big happening in your life, you just don't go blurt it out to everybody, because I am a person who believes in energy, and I believe somebody's negative energy or jealousy or hatred could kind of, rub off on you. So I never like to speak about things like that. There's a ton of superstitions in a Caribbean household, especially. If you know any, comment down below. But yeah, I think all around, Friday the 13th has that big, like, oh no, something bad's gonna happen. Or I really don't even know what the notion is to that, like, why Friday the 13th became like this watch your back, be careful kind of day, something negative or bad is gonna happen. If you kind of know the origins of the whole Friday the 13th, spiel, let me know. I'm curious about that one, so why not? And while we're at it, if you had a crazy experience on Friday the 13th, please share. If you don't want to share in the comments, message me on Instagram. I always respond. So for me, I had a really unique Friday the 13th. So let me just give you in a nutshell what happened. Yesterday, I actually had my first tarot reading, and it was really cool. So I connected with this person on Instagram. I made a purchase, and it was part of a kind of thing she was doing. She was doing, like, with your purchase, a free, like, tarot reading and some cool gifts. I thought, hey, why not? Like, let's see what it's about. I talk about paranormal energy, supernatural. I talk about those things. I believe in those things, but I've never had any kind of psychic reading or tarot reading, and yesterday was my first. Now, before the precursor to all of this, if you may or may not have noticed, not sure, but I did not post a video up last week. I had a lot going on. I felt a little bit overwhelmed. I also felt kind of like stuck, I guess, in a way. And yeah, so I skipped a video last week, and the last video I posted before this one was my About Me or Get to Know Me video part 2. I will link that above. But yeah, so this tarot reading, I didn't know what to expect. I was kind of skeptic to a point, but open at the same time. If you see smoke, yeah, I just got a whiff of smoke in my face. Like I said, it is Diwali. I do actually celebrate. I have a little diya on my desk. Anyways, I was skeptic to a point, but at the same time I was really excited, anxious, didn't know what to expect. So it was supposed to happen at 4 yesterday, and it didn't. She was supposed to call me on Instagram. Then next thing you know, it's like 6 p.m. I get a message from her, and she's like, hey, do you want to call me? I guess she tried reaching out to me, but it wasn't working. And I was like, okay, that's a bit weird, but let's still do it. And so she was getting ready, and that was fine. So I kid you not, I will say this. Right before doing it and getting on the call with her, I was going to back out of it. Like, I swear, I feel like when 4 o'clock rolled around and it got to past 4 and it was 5 o'clock, I almost was relieved, because I think I was trying to get out of it too. Like, I was like, okay, well, I don't have to do it. Oh, well. And it's not like it was an obligation or something I needed to do, you know. But I was kind of relieved. And I was talking back and forth with her for a couple minutes before getting into it. And I was like, oh, you know, it's 6 o'clock. If you're not up to doing it today, that's okay. I told her I was about to make dinner. So it was really funny. Like, I was feeling like relief in the situation, or I was like, I was looking for a way out of it. I don't know why. Like, I was so anxious, and I was almost talking myself out of it. And finally, she sent me this picture of, like, she had her deck of cards ready, her candle, her crystals, and I was like, okay, she's ready. She has the time. I was just like, I'm gonna go do it. I guess I'm gonna do it. She calls, and she's like the nicest person ever. Anyways, she's telling me what to expect, what she's gonna do. She shuffled the deck. She had me like really focus on a question. That's what she told me. She said, focus on a question I kind of want an answer to or some clarification on, and make sure it's not like a yes or no question. So my question was related to my channel, my success, my personal life. It was kind of a all-in-one general question in a way, but with some things I felt like I was struggling with. She kind of told me beforehand too, like sometimes the message we get is something we kind of already know, but when we get told from somebody else or you kind of see it laid out for you, it hits you differently. And I want to say it was 100% true. Like, as she was flipping over each card and as she explained each card to me, it was hitting like home with me, how I was feeling when it came to what I just told you a little bit earlier about feeling stuck and blocked, and a couple other things that was kind of happening in my mind. She just laid it out for me, and like I said, I had like this moment. And I mean, the reading, maybe was on the phone for like 15 minutes, and it was awesome. Like, I got off that call and I was like, that felt so good. I don't know what it was, but I felt like uplifted. I'm like, okay, I can do this. Like, I could really do this. I could be successful. I just have to keep going at it, because even this says like, hey, you know, struggle's all part of it, but you have some success coming to you. And it was a little bit deeper than that, but that's kind of the gist of it. And something as simple as that, I don't know how to explain it. If you've never done one before, I mean, I recommend it. Why not? What do you have to lose? I'm so thankful that I did not talk my way out of doing it and tried to reschedule because I was going to. So, right towards the ending of the reading, I get a notification on my phone, and I had 2 new subscribers. And I'm like, okay, cool. Like, it's like, what a coincidence. That's so funny. Like, right when my mind was like, oh, this feels great, boom, 2 new subscribers, okay? Then within like a minute after, I had a new comment, and all I was able to read was, I love your energy. And that made me smile, and that was in the middle of like our reading, and I was like, that's so funny. Like, everything that's happening right now just felt so related, but not at the same time. All of a sudden, I get off and I'm talking to my boyfriend, and I'm like, I'm so happy I did that. Kind of just what, like I just told you guys. And something made me go, I went to my YouTube just to see what was going on. Now, my Get to Know Me video, I posted that on Wednesday. On Thursday night, that video only had 22 views. Friday morning, I woke up, that video had over 100 views. Okay, by 6 o'clock that night, it was at over 200 views, and I'm like, okay, what's happening? Like, I was excited at the 100 views, and then all of a sudden I'm over 200, and that was the first time any of my videos ever broke 200, and that put me over the moon. The day kept winding over, and by the end of that same night, yesterday, that video hit over 400 views. I've never had a video do that before. I thought that was amazing. I'm freaking out. I'm like, oh my god. I don't even know why. There's kind of looking at my analytics, and I was trying to figure out what was happening. No idea. Not complaining. But I hit over 400 views, and I've been excited ever. After my video hit 400 views, this was something I did out loud and just want to share this with you guys. I was like, how funny. Like, it's Friday the 13th. Everybody says, it's supposed to be like this bad, superstitious day. And I was like, I just had an amazing day. And then I stopped for a second, and then all of a sudden, boom, something clicked. And it all ties in together for me. And I hope you guys made it to the end to get to this part. Now, I said I posted up my Get to Know Me video on Wednesday. In my story, it was there too. I had somebody on Instagram direct message me on Thursday and said, hey, tomorrow's Friday the 13th. So I had this conversation right now. I'm actually going to put the picture up of the conversation after this. So I looked at it and I was like, it's so random. I mean, I've talked to this person here and there before, but I'm like, okay. So all I said was, yes, tomorrow is. So the same person actually messaged me at like 4:47 or something like that in the morning. And this is what they said. They said, like, haha, pray for yourself and your family. Good luck and good health. And I didn't take it as like menacing or like threatening. Like I said, I talked to this person before, so I kind of knew it meant like haha, like LOL. So there's just like, it's supposed to be superstitious, bad luck, pray for good luck, good health. So the funny thing is, right, when I read this, and I told you I read this at like early afternoon time, without even like giving it a second thought, I responded back, and this is what I said. I said, whatever you think about or believe, the strongest happens. So today is not an unlucky day for me. Quite the opposite. Today, I think something great or exciting will happen. I kid you not, that's what I said. I just got chills. And this was the tie-in for me for everything, okay? So, I completely forgot about this conversation. And I put that out there. This was before the tarot reading. This was before my video started getting the views. This was before any of that. Like, I woke up, did what I had to do, responded to this message, and forgot about it. And then by the end of my day, I was like, that's so funny. Today was such a lucky day for me, such a good day. And then the message clicked. And I had to go back on Instagram and look at the message, and I'm like, that's pretty crazy. What you put out there is what you get. And it was just, it kind of blew my mind in a way. Maybe it seems small or insignificant to somebody else, but I literally said, and before thinking about any of this, knowing any of this is going to happen, I was like, like today is going to be a good day for me. And I'm telling you, the week before that, which me not posting the video and all of that stuff, like, I was not feeling that great. I was kind of in a funk. I was stuck. A lot was happening. And even after that, because up to even posting up that get to know me video, I wasn't confident about posting up that video, but so I was just like, hey, I need to get a video up, so I'm gonna. And I did. And that's the video that got over 440 views right now, which is funny. But yeah, like I said, I was not in a good place mentally. And then even so, when that person said that, that was my response. And that's what amazes me. I barely remember typing that out. And then all of a sudden, that's what my day became. I felt like I was on cloud 9 yesterday. And I know, like, I'm nobody huge. And 400 views may not seem that significant to somebody, but to somebody who literally just started hitting like 80 to 100 views on a video, that was a huge deal for me. It is a huge deal for me. So I wrapped back around to Friday the 13th and Superstition, and that was my Friday the 13th story. I had an amazing Friday the 13th, and I think from now on, that's kind of what I'm going to do. Be like, hey, Friday the 13th, luckiest day ever. Why not? Because it kind of feels like what you put out there, what you start thinking about, really is what you get. And I just really felt like I had to share that with you guys. Especially, I was like, what a good Friday the 13th story. Also, my time away from not posting up a video, I've just been talking to you guys more on Instagram. I've been trying to build better relationships and connections, and I'm really happy I did that. A couple of you do want to see my paranormal stories. You want to see more of my personal stories, especially relating to the paranormal or about things I've had to deal with, or I don't know if you want to call it abilities or just things I've had to deal with my life when it comes to paranormal. Not just like the spooky stories, but things I've had to handle and actually work through. So if that's something you're interested in as well, please let me know. I'm always interested to know what you guys want to see. Harry Potter, paranormal, things like this. I will gladly talk to you about any of it. And with that being said, I hope you're doing well, staying safe, and until next time, guys.